They're just too expensive, and nobody wants to spend or wants to drop a big amount of money for an iPhone right now. Let's talk about this in depth. So right now, the phone industry is at a peak point, meaning, well, in my terms actually, the phone industry has nothing else left to do. You can't expect anything else from phones right now, because if you think about it though, what have phones been doing besides adding more cameras to the phone? The iPhone XS to the 11 Pro, another camera. The Samsung Galaxy S10 to the S20, well, the rumored S20 is gonna have 5 cameras. The S20 is gonna have 5 cameras. So hold on. Are we, at the end of the day, just paying money for another camera on our phone? Let's be real over here. Customers of all types, whether you have an Apple phone, whether you have a Samsung phone, they just don't want to spend $900 for a phone. And I completely understand why. Because you want a phone for a phone, browsing device for the internet. You want to take some pictures with it at your own ease, but you don't want to spend $900. I get it. Phones are crazy expensive. If you think about it though, the iPhone 11 is $700, has 2 cameras, has a nice display and all that, but really, some people just don't care about that. Yes, there's some enthusiasts out there who want the best camera, best display, best battery life. Great, that's a phone for them. Or they can go to the 11 Pro Max and they can max it out with $1,500 that they gotta take out of their pocket. But then when there's somebody over there that just wants a phone to be latest, not the greatest, but they want it to be unboxed and brand new, that's when the conflict starts to arise. See, right now, a lot of people, talking from personal experience on the floor and personal experience just buying a phone, not a lot of people want to spend that money. And all that money that they're not spending, well, Apple's losing sales for that. Because, for example, though, for the last 2 quarters of 2019, even the first, well, you can say semi-first quarter of 2020, Apple's sales have not been the same as they have been probably in 2016 or 2015 when they were actually good. Reason being, the phone prices have gone high. There's a stereotypical price of $1,000 per phone that's in the customer's mind right now. Even though it's not $1,000, still $700 is not $700. What do I mean by that? If you're buying a phone, you definitely want Apple Care or you want insurance. $15 on average. You want a case for it, you want a glass for it, and then you owe the sales tax on the full price of the equipment. So really, you're not paying $700. You're ending up paying $850 or $950, varying on whatever you want to get. And I get that consumer doesn't want to pay that much. So I'm not Apple. We're not Apple out here. We don't make the decisions, Apple does. So consumer, including me, we only have the option to either A, comply with Apple's prices or just don't buy the new phones. And a lot of people are not even buying new phones. They're just repairing their old phones, getting every second out of the old phone's life, so they don't have to pay $900 for a new phone. And I completely understand why you're doing that. But now for the past couple of months, actually, I've been seeing this report pop up again, the SE2. Okay, think about it though. Right now, not a lot of people are buying phones. Apple's earnings are going lower. So what can Apple do besides make phone prices higher and higher and higher? Well, Apple's gotta make some type of way out. So this new supposed leak of a device that's gonna be made by Apple is showing that the device is gonna be $400 to $500. Now, people are referring to it as iPhone 9 or iPhone SE2. Flashback to the past, the SE, which was made in 2017 or 2016, was a phone basically the same size as an iPhone 5S, but had the stats of an iPhone 6S, you could say. Great. But now when we're talking about the SE2 or the iPhone 9, it's definitely gotta be the same type of thing. Now, people have reported, Ming-Chi Kuo, which is a pretty prominent figure in the phone leaks type of section of the industry, he's reported that the iPhone 9 or the iPhone SE2 is gonna be an iPhone 8 body, which makes so much sense. I'm not even guessing it right now because iPhone 8, great phone. You can still buy that phone at an Apple store for $450, brand new. It's not even used. It's actually one of the fewer devices that you can still buy from an Apple store, which supports iOS 13. So Ming-Chi Kuo states that the iPhone 9 or the iPhone SE2 will be an iPhone 8 pretty much, just meeting the current requirements of the industry with the hardware of an iPhone 11 or iPhone XR. I don't care about the requirements of the hardware personally. Apple, whenever they make a new phone, they do a pretty decent job at it. For example, if it was a Samsung phone or a Huawei or LG phone, yeah, hardware would make sense because sometimes they just glitch out like that. But iPhone, I mean, it's pretty, it's pretty solid when they make a phone. They make sure it runs pretty smooth. So let's not talk about the hardware. Yes, the screen may not be the best screen, but again, it's a screen for the people who want to spend 400 or 500 bucks for a phone. The camera wise, it's gonna only have one camera. Again, 4K. So camera shouldn't be an issue if you're spending 400 to 500 bucks. Again, it's gonna have the base of the phone. You're not gonna get all those premium features like the iPhone 11 has with 2 cameras, big display, big baddie, but you're gonna get something that can keep you running daily on the iPhone services. As much as people want to switch away from iPhone to save a couple of bucks, you really can't at the end of the day because you're missing FaceTime, you're missing iMessage, you're missing iCloud. So really at the end of the day, am I gonna compromise a couple of bucks for just missing out on the ease of life? No, that's just not happening. So again, as a recap, this is rumored iPhone 8 type of body, which will either be named the SE2 or the iPhone 9. This will retail around 400 to 500 bucks, and it's gonna be pretty, base of a phone. I feel like it's gonna have a pretty big market in the industry. May set some things straight, like prices and stuff. And I feel like a lot of people are gonna have to buy this phone if they want to get a new phone. So again, this has been G from the Technical Theory. That's all from my side. Make sure you go ahead and drop a sub for the latest news on the tech industry, and drop a like on the video because hopefully it was informative. Anyways, catch you guys later, and let's hope that the iPhone SE2 or the iPhone 9 is a real thing. Peace out.